100 to 150 resumes a day, applications a day, right? And what we do is we go through a 3-step interview process. We interview them for their personality test, their skill set, their mindset, their background, their family background, their internet speed, whether or not they have a generator at home. And you might be wondering, well, what are all of these questions? Like normally, like you don't ask these questions for interviews. Well, when you're interviewing offshore team members, right, we realize that these questions really matter, right? Because this affects the quality of the work that they do. We have a very unique system where we actually leverage software to actually help you manage your team, right? So I don't know if you guys can see my scribble in here right now. This right here is actually our team. So I'm actually in a virtual office right now. This is our virtual office, right? You can see, and these are actually our sales team. So like, for example, like Kelvin is actually in here, and hey Kelvin, what's up?
Hey, Sam.
And so these guys are actually so you see Jeremy's in here as well, right? So these guys are actually part of our sales team, but we have offices set up for every single one of our clients actually has their own virtual office that is created that they can actually manage their team in, right? So business moves at the speed of communication. We all know that, right? The benefit of working in an office, you could walk into a person's office and be like, hey, I need a report. Right. I used to work in large corporate offices. I used to work for a multi-billion-dollar construction company, like huge skyscrapers. And like, I'd walk into the office like, hey, I need a report. And they'd give me a report right away. That's the benefit. Right. In addition to that, in the office, there's a water cooler effect. That's where culture is built. That's where friendships are built. Right. You go to lunch together. In a virtual environment, how do you do that? How do you do that with your network marketing team? How do you do that with like your team that is all over the world, all over different parts of the world? Well, you can't, except if you have a metaverse, you can't. And so we supply all of our clients with their own virtual office to manage not just their team members in, but they can also take meetings with their team in there, team meetings, all that kind of stuff. And to give you guys an idea, the reason why I already know this works for network marketing companies is because the company that we white labeled and we partnered with and did a joint venture with, that company is called Verbella, which is owned by EXP Holdings, and which is a network marketing company, but for realtors, right? So they already use this. And so I called up the CEO. I said, hey, I want to do a joint venture. And so I wear that cost in providing all of our clients a virtual office so you can manage your team members a little bit more effectively, right? And that's what we do.
Wow, Jeremy, I tell you what, Jeremy, Sam, it amazes me how much you can learn when you hang around people smarter than you. And so I'm excited that you guys are here because I've learned a tremendous amount from both of you this morning, and from Sean as well from High Level. And so, from my heart, thank you guys for all you're doing for TCN Pro and my automatic downline. Thank you for what you're doing, but thank you for taking your time today to share on this summit, because what you've relayed just in the small time you've been here with us, it was not silver, it was not gold, it was platinum. It was awesome. And so thank you so much for what you've done. So
our pleasure.
I'm going to turn it back over to Tara, because I know you have something to say, Tara. I can tell by the way you're wiggling.
Well,
You've got something to say.
I do. I know Heather and Liz are about to hop up next, but I do want to say thanks again, guys. When we first partnered with a VT member and we were looking for, just some help, because between Heather, Bill, and I, we're running an agency, we're running, an automated recruiting system. So we've got just the agency side alone is so much work that we really did need some help. And so you guys came to our rescue. And so we are super grateful. And, but yeah, I'm actually surprised you didn't show them our TCN Pro office. Now we do have, so for those of you that do join us, Heather's going to share with you in just a minute some of the benefits, but we're excited about our VT office that we have. It's our virtual office. So it's fun, it's innovative, it's cool, it's different. And we can actually host some of these summits with that. And that's something we can show you guys later. So we're super excited to see it. Oh, looks like Sam's about to show it to everyone. Where is our office? There we are. There's our virtual office, guys. So anytime you, for those that partner with us, you know, you can come in, you can check out ours as well. And so he's going to give you a little snippet or tour on it. We're ahead of schedule, so let's go. Hey, that virtual office is a lot cheaper than, you know, buying a building. You're muted, Sam.
Unmute. Perfect. Sorry. Yes. So this right here is the office, and so you can see here that, for example, it's all spatially recognized. So you see these four. So I actually fire people in this office as well. Why? Because if I, for example, walk into here, Jeremy outside of it, he can't hear me, right? I can also lock this so that he can't get in, right? Yeah, so if I lock it, he won't be able to get in, and so I could have a private conversation. Your team members, you can see here, I shared my screen, my other monitor onto this screen. So while I'm, for example, working on stuff throughout my day, right? Or your team members is working on stuff, you can monitor their screens as well. We do that for cold calling campaigns. We do that for a variety of different campaigns. You can also share, for example, you can see Jeremy shared his camera onto here as well. So you could actually have meetings in here. And so you see she's waving at me. And in addition to that, so Jeremy, if you actually turn on your camera on your actual your webcam. So if I turn on my webcam here, right, you can see we could have it's almost like we're face to face, right? So there's different tools and different features built into here that you could actually manage your team members through. But we do this so that we can increase the speed of communication, and so that you guys can have a better experience, because we understand that, you know, we have staff from 8 different countries, right? We have staff from Philippines, Spain, Japan, Mexico, Venezuela, Pakistan, India, like all over, right? And at the end of the day, we're dealing with people, and how we manage people, right? I always tell my clients this. I say, look, the way that you're going to extract the most amount of value from your team members when they start treating your business like it's their business. And when they start treating your business like it's their business, that's when they're going to, that's when, if they're a lime and you squeeze it, right? That's when you're actually going to get the most juice out of the squeeze. And I think it's very important to recognize that it takes time to get them to start treating your business like it's their business, but you need the environment for you to develop a relationship with them. And this is the environment that we build so that you can develop not just a working relationship, but a friendship. Because when it comes to churn, let me tell you, like you guys are building network marketing companies, right? If you guys want the stickiest, the way that you can retain team members on your team, the most amazing tool for retention is actually friendship. It's for them to feel like, oh man, if I leave, I'm going to lose friends, right? And that's what keeps them in as well, right? So,
sure.
Yeah.
One last thing I want to add is that just for people to kind of get an idea how this whole thing worked. When we first joined or partnered and hired you guys to be our full-time team, you guys brought in someone to us. We got along with him great. He did beautiful graphics, but you know, Jeremy and I had a conversation. I said, hey, you know, I just don't think that this guy is really the best fit for our business model. And he was like, I mean, instantly on it. He's like pausing work. And the guy finished up, and it was all out of respect. I mean, 100%. Like, it was such a great business transaction that the gentleman that was partnered with us, you know, he understood, hey, I could be better used in this company. So move him from our company to another company. And then within just a few days, we had a whole new person on our team. And this guy has been astronomical for our business. I mean, within 24 hours, man, we were getting hundreds of new followers. We're, you know, he was in alignment with our company, and now he truly feels like, I mean, he's a part of our team. Like, he's a part of our everyday work. You know, we talk every day. He lets us know exactly what he's doing, what the plans are for the day. He's even said, you know, told Heather, he's had to hold Heather accountable a couple times. Hey, Heather, I need this video. and so like it is a true partnership. And so we really like that. That's probably our favorite thing. And it does come down to relationships still. That's our favorite thing about being partnered with you guys. So Heather, I'm going to let you go ahead and kick it off. I know you got some things you want to share about VT member. And again, Sam and Jeremy, we thank you so much for being with us today. But go ahead, Heather, take it away.
Thank you, Tara. Okay, first I want to say we're at the hour mark. So if you're here, you're a rock star. Okay, if you're catching the replay and you're here, you're a rock star, because I know how hard it is to stop and be still for an hour plus. Okay, maybe you can stretch a little bit, whatever. But we are going to end this call with some powerful stuff, and I really don't want you to miss this. And so Tara and Bill, I mean, just the people that we've been able to bring on during this event, I mean, I'm just blown away. And they're all part of our team. Like, I feel so honored and blessed to be able to have y'all a part of this journey with us. And so when Tara talked about the VT side of things, like, yes, John Henry is a miracle worker. Not only is he helping us in our business, but I'm a mom of 5. And I told him if I could put him in my pocket, maybe in my virtual pocket, and carry him around with me and say, Heather, you need to do this. And Heather, you need to do this. Like, that would be amazing. And in business, in network marketing, specifically where I've been the last almost 14 years, I need direction. I need organization. I need really just systems. And that's what we're sharing with you today, is all the dynamics of what we're doing to really have a successful business. And this next guest that I'm going to bring on, it is our final guest, but she really is going to wrap all this up. And y'all, you're going to be blown away, because if you first got on here and was like, network marketing funnels, like, I don't even know what that means. I think even above and beyond that, when you think about ads, running Facebook ads in network marketing, like, that's like are people doing that? Like, is that even a real thing? And so our final guest, Liz Forman, she's actually an expert in not only running effective ad campaigns, but specifically helping network marketers and affiliate marketers. She's really going to share some incredible things when it comes to supercharging your marketing efforts, right? We talked about leverage. We talked about the value of why network marketing as a comp plan is so important, because we get to leverage other people's efforts. But we all can take a big, like, sigh of relief, because the days of making a list of 100 people, bugging your friends and family, trying to recruit your mom and dad and your sister, your 3 people who try to get 3 people that try to get 3 people, right? Those days are over, and we don't have to do it like that anymore. And this is exciting and it's fun. And when it comes to the prospecting side of network marketing, we have something in our hands that can fine tune the prospecting, that can save the time, and that can target the right person that we actually want to talk to, right? We don't have to guess whether they want to engage with us or not. And so Liz has done an incredible job of identifying our target audience and starting to run our offer to the world. And so Liz, we are so happy to hear from you and really hear your advice. And we're going to just dive right into these questions, because we truly believe, obviously, organic social media is a gem in itself, and we have that in place. But we truly believe that Facebook ads, social media marketing, paid advertisement is the best way to attract buyers 24/7, and to be able to not only predict the leads and sales, but create passive income. And so I want to first ask you, what are the benefits when it comes to using paid advertisement into a network marketing strategy?
Okay, so before we get started, I think Tara was trying to flag you down, because there's some questions on Facebook.
Sorry. I was like,
Okay.
Sam's about to hop off, and there are some questions on here. We've got a lady that's asked a couple questions. And so I was hoping that while Sam was here, if that's okay, if
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Ask away.
So
Fire
one of the
away.
questions in the group is, where do you source most of the virtual assistants you offer in your company? I've had virtual assistants from the Philippines with a marketing business I had 12 years ago, and it worked out great. So that's one of the questions.
Yeah, so we source from the countries depending on the needs of the client. So for instance, right, if you need a bilingual Spanish speaking, Philippines wouldn't be the place to source from. We'd source probably them from Venezuela or Mexico or somewhere in South America, right? But if we're talking about marketing, so I would say probably 85 to 90% of our workforce is actually from the Philippines for a couple of reasons. One, they study post-secondary school in English. 2, they're very loyal. 3, they're one of the most hardest working people I've ever met. I'm going there in like 13 days. And like, because I actually just genuinely love spending time with them. So just, it really depends. I have Egyptian cold callers as well, because they sound very American and also in the Philippines, regardless of who we bring on board, like we vet them for their accents as well. We have a specific step in the process that if they're client facing, right, we vet them for their accents. And if I had my operations director call you, like you would not even be able to tell that it's 1:30 a.m. in the Philippines and she's sitting in Batangas, which you wouldn't even know where that is, but you wouldn't be able to tell. Okay, so yeah.
Okay, awesome. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I did, the comments aren't showing up for some reason correctly on my computer. There's 12 different comments, but I can only see a few of them. So I'm going to check on them and we can move forward. Let's hear from Liz because I know she's got some really good stuff, and then we'll answer the rest of the comment or questions directly in the Facebook group. But I was hoping since Sam was still here, we could get that question answered.
I'll be
Sorry about that.
That's okay. I'll hop into the Facebook group. I'll answer some of the questions in the comment section, and we'll go from there.
Awesome.
Thanks for having us, guys.
Thanks. Have a great day.
Okay, take
Thanks,
care. Bye-bye.
Sam. Thanks, Jeremy. All right, Liz. Sorry, we were excited. I was on a roll. I wasn't paying attention to any of y'all.
You're doing
All
a
right,
great
Liz.
job.
Liz, we have the floor now. All right, take it away. Yeah, so benefits of paid advertisement and network marketing strategy.
Okay, so I felt that 100 list thing so hard. I was like, oh my God, I remember that so much. The best thing is like you can get leads when you're eating, you're sleeping, you're at the beach with your family, you're on vacation with your family, you're in another country with your family, your leads are just flowing in. And then if you have your automation set up, as Sean was talking about, your leads come in, your automations work, and people think that it's actually you responding to them. So if you have this full circle encompass set up, like you can be doing whatever you want to be doing and have a little bit of a pulse on your business, but it works for you instead of you having to work for your business.
I love that so much. And honestly, the truth is that most people get in network marketing for time freedom.
Yes.
Right? Can we get a big amen on that? And most of the people, you know, that maybe if they do have a full-time job, right, they're limited on the amount of time they can spend in their network marketing business, or majority of the people are stay-at-home moms or people that really just wanted a side gig, right? And so being able to maximize those time, efficiently and doing things that actually grow your business and move it forward without having you to be involved in every step, it's huge. So you have done such a great job when it comes to really learning about what we're doing, about what we have that sets us apart from maybe all the other network marketers out there. And so my question is, how can you help network marketers truly identify their target audience and to create ads that resonate so they know they're attracting the right people?
So that really goes back to basically like, what are you selling? So like, if you're selling health and wellness, are you selling it to women? Are you selling it to men? Does that matter? And then just knowing how to target that within Facebook, which, there's so many different ways that you can target in Facebook, and just knowing the best strategic way. Do you go really broad? Do you go really niche down? Do you just kind of throw it out there and just say, hey, I hope it works? But then also like your copy and your creatives are just as important as the targeting and also the funnel that it's going to be landing on, because I can push people all day long to a funnel, right? And they're going to click on it. But if that funnel can't convert that person, then
Sure.
it's not going to be anything beneficial. So, getting your target audience, I feel like with a lot of network marketing companies, it is pretty obvious in a sense, like whether you're doing your hair care, you're going after people who are really into the beauty stuff, or you're in the health and wellness, you're going after someone who wants to be more in the fitness and health and wellness space, or the stick on nails, all that kind of stuff. You're going for women there. So it's really like knowing who your audience is, right? And then just nailing that down to, even to the things of, and I'm going to be the first person that says it. I always kind of laughed at this stuff when it was like, oh, who's your target audience? And it was like, where do they shop? Now I get it. Cause I'm like, oh, they shop here. Okay, let's target them. And so I can use that within Facebook to really really like get someone. Like if I'm like, okay, I'm going for the person who shops at Louis Vuitton and Nordstrom and like lives like this and does like this, like I can target those people.
That's incredible. And I love that because, okay, so when we think about targeting, like obviously I mentioned, you know, not having to talk to everybody that has a pulse, right? We really only want to talk to the people that potentially would align with what we offer. And really that's what we talked about, how we created what we have here with My Automatic Downline and TCN Pro is our rejection-free recruitment formula. People don't like rejection. They don't want to deal with rejection. If their day in and day out responsibilities, and that's how network marketing seems to be, is to approach everybody that they come in contact with, they're dealing with rejection over and over and over and over, and you just don't move forward. And so targeting your audience, identifying that, using Facebook ads to do that truly takes that piece out of it, and you see the results and you don't get burnt out. And so when I got a vision of like, we could do this with network marketing, it's marketing. Why not? Why can't we do this? Obviously, network marketing is networking, and we don't ever take that piece out of it. But when it comes to prospecting, which is a big time that people really waste in their network marketing business, doing all these things, we can make it more efficient. And that's what paid advertisement does. Now, I will ask you this. When I first thought about doing this, like I was nervous, I was a beginner, I was scared, I was, you know, thinking I probably would do it and then fail. And so my question to you really is, what do you see the common mistakes that network marketers, or really anybody that's running ad campaigns, maybe trying to do it on their own? Like, what are the mistakes that you're seeing? Because, you know, that matters whether they continue with paid ads or they see it as a, you know, as a privilege or, you know, something that adds to their business or not.
Yeah. So, I think the biggest mistakes that people make with ads and like real high level is they're not setting their ad up correctly. They're not targeting it correctly. They're not testing their copy and their creatives first. And then also one of the biggest things, and one of the things that makes like a good ad manager good, is that you can look at the data, you can analyze it, and you can also not be quick to make a decision. And that's the hardest thing, is because in ads, you can have really, really good days and you can have really, really bad days. And then you can have like, it's a ebb and flow business. Like there'll be a Saturday and Sunday and you make $2,000 on a weekend, a day. And I'm just throwing out a random example. And then on Monday, it could be crickets. And you're like, oh my God, what happened? What happened? It's just the nature of the game. And so being able to, and it takes some practice. Trust me, when I first started ads, I was like, we made nothing today. But, and so it takes like that pressure off of saying, okay, let's see what tomorrow brings. And not just being quick to just, you know, make a quick decision.
That's great. And honestly, like you can either do it yourself and fail forward. And we've done that in many different areas. But when it comes to spending money, you probably should be very careful about just throwing money out there to Facebook, right? You really do have to have a strategy. And that's what we love about Liz. Like she is part of our team and she's the expert, right? We don't have to be the expert. Talking about money and maybe scary to lose money, and really that mindset of like, I can either think of ads as an expense or I can think of it as an investment. And if you're partnered with the right person, right, the investment piece is really what we're looking at. But when it comes to network marketing, and I know Sam mentioned this too, like people get into network marketing at a very low cost, you know, to start. Maybe their commissions are pretty low, one product to the next. So sometimes financially, it doesn't make sense to run ads. But what we've created, and this is really the movement we're bringing to network marketing with our rejection-free formula, is we've created a product within a product. So we've created an offer, and if you're sticking around to the end, you'll get to access this. But we've created an offer alongside of our network marketing business, alongside of our network marketing products, that now we're advertising to people and bringing people in, targeted people in that could benefit from the offer we had, which includes our network marketing company. So you can't just throw out anything on social media when it comes to network marketing. It's pretty kind of like there's rules and regulations, right? And so what would you maybe suggest to someone who's never run ads, maybe scared to lose money? They don't really even, understand how this would even work with network marketing. Like, what is your advice maybe in that department?
So is to give yourself a set budget. And so say like, okay, I can put $1,000 into trying ads for a month or whatever the budget may be. I would definitely not go below a certain point, because if you go below a certain point, it's kind of like you're just throwing money up in the air and waiting for it to fall back down, and maybe someone will catch something, right? So you set your budget, your goals. Like, this is like, I want to get leads. I want to get traffic. I want to get a call. Like, there's so many different ways. I want to get a sale, whatever you want to do. And then, go with that and give yourself a time frame. Like, hey, if I'm going to run these, I'm going to give myself a month to make all of this money back or to convert this many leads. And then from there, what you can think of it as is, okay, if I put $1,000 in and I just made $2,000, now I'm going to take that $1,000, and invest it back. And eventually it's going to be like, you're putting $1,000 in and you're making $3,000, So, that will always grow, but definitely start with some parameters on yourself so that you don't feel so pressured that like, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose all this money. And then also, like, if you don't know how to run ads, like, reach out for help, because the worst thing that can happen to you is to run an ad and to maybe you have like one thing toggled wrong and it tanks your ad. And then if someone was to go in and be like, oh yeah, do it like this. And you're like, oh my gosh, I just wasted $300 or $500 and all I had to do was click one button, right? So that would be like my best advice when it comes to that.
Yeah, and that's great. So alongside of treating it like an investment, create that cushion of like, what am I willing to invest in my business, right? Because it's a business, a real business, network marketing, affiliate marketing, any online business. It's in a business that you're investing into. And so I love that you shared that. And yeah, mistakes can cost money in the Facebook, Instagram ad world. So being very careful, knowing that in investing, even if you're investing in an ad manager to help you, like, it is part of the investment. So I love that. Now, I have a couple more questions here for you. One is, in your experience, you've been doing this for some time now, what kind of incredible results have you seen? I know you said like you put 1,000 in, you can get 2,000. Like, what have you seen? Like, what is some of the incredible results that you can share with us to really get excited about what ads can do in our business?
Okay, so I run ads for in my like job. I am the ads manager for a marketing agency that serves estate planning and elder law attorneys. So in that world, it's a whole different ballgame, because basically we're taking leads, we're giving them those leads. And once they convert those leads, then, they're making, 20 times what they're spending on ads, right? So I like to call it, I was telling some of the people that I work with, I'm like, it's called lawyer math. It's kind of like girl math, right? Like, let's explain this to these lawyers. I'm like, so they give us this amount of money, we give them this amount of leads, and then they convert, let's say they convert like 15% of all the leads. So they get 50% to show up, and of that 50%, they convert some, right? I'm like, they have the ability in one day to walk away from one workshop with like $30,000 worth of business. So that's one way, but I know that we're all not lawyers here. So the other thing is that, when it comes to like sales ads, you can easily, if you've got it fine tuned, and I don't know if a lot of people know, but like Facebook went down in March, and ever since Facebook went down in March, it has been quite the stressful situation for ad managers, because what used to work is not necessarily working very well right now. But and it's also like not every single account. So for the marketing agency, we have like 67 different accounts. and some accounts it affects and some it doesn't. So, and then for, you know, me running ads on the side and stuff like that, like I have some that it's affected and some it hasn't. So, always having creatives and extra copy and stuff of that nature to like switch out, is big for that too. But when it comes to that is I've seen on the sales side, like I've logged in and seen like 4 times ROI in a day or 5 times. But with that being said, is that ebb and flow. So then at the end of the week, it ends up being about 3 ROI. But that's also in like a specific like little niche. Like there are some niches you can get into and see like 10, 11% ROI, but that's like really rare. So it just really depends on the niche and what you're running, the creatives, the copy, all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and I love that you talked about too, just what is the goal of the ad, right? There's so many different levels. Like, is it just to get a lead? Is it to get a sales? That looks totally different, right? And all of those pieces, like it takes expert learning, growing to understand. So you just thinking you can just go on Facebook and put an ad together or just boost a post, right? You really have to be careful. And so we knew the value of an ad manager. We knew the value of your expertise. And that's really why, you know, we love that you're a part of our team and we want to help people also have that partnership, whether it's to help with your ad expert or your organic traffic or, you know, funnels, automations, all these things is a learning curve. And we have gone before you. And I think everybody has their own little gifts and talents that they're bringing to the table where we all can win. And I love that about you because when I think about ROI, if I'm a network marketing, maybe I'm struggling to find leads, and that's my main goal. Any lead at the end of the month is a win, right? If I'm talking to people and never getting lead gen, and then I spend a little money and able to generate 1 to 5, maybe even 10 leads that month, like that's a big deal. And so I love that we're creating this space for the new person or the struggling person that's done this for a while or someone that has never done network marketing, really to be able to maximize growing a network marketing business online. So the last thing I'll ask, and I know we probably covered this a little bit, but just your last takeaway of advice related to ads, growing your business, anything else you want to add just to wrap it up?
So, speaking from experience being in network marketing, I'm going to say that ads are a great way for not only like the extrovert who loves to be on social media, loves to put themselves out there, but it's really good for those introverts who like don't like to talk to people, don't want to post on Facebook, don't want to do or Instagram or TikTok or whatever it might be, because it's doing all the work for you. And like you can seriously have a faceless Instagram page, right? Where you're just posting the products and you do these pretty videos, right? And then you go and you run ads and like people will convert. And then you can also like probably just as well as the person who's spending a lot of time, loves content creation, spending a ton of time posting all these reels all day long and can do just as well because a lot of people, if you have good copy and creative, a lot of people don't always feel like they have to jump from the ad to see who you are, right? Because they get it either in the video, in the creatives, in the copy, or on that landing page, right? So I think the biggest thing is that when it comes to ads, don't think of it as like you have to be putting yourself out there like you do with content creation. Because I think that does scare a lot of people when it comes to network marketing is like,
Oh yeah,
I've got to post a reel. I've got to post on social media. And that is the big thing. It's like, hey, post. Well, this is a way for those people who do want to be in network marketing to be able to post, but they're not having to do it on the organic side. They're just putting a little money behind it. And therefore, then they have leads flowing in.
so much, because unfortunately, and we talk about this in our masterclass that you're going to have access to, but we talk about people who they look at an influencer, they look at a content creator who has tons of content. They're creating 3-4 tons a day. They have tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of followers. And so they're making money online, but the amount of time that it took to get them to where they are, the amount of energy, like we can almost pay to be influencers. Like I look at paid ads as like you can become an influencer by just paying Meta first, right? And they're a publicly traded company. They want our money. They want us to do well. Lead managers, right? They want us to do well, or we don't continue services, right? Like this is part of like the business. This is a real marketing business. And so being able to utilize ads, we can all be our own influencers. And that's incredible. Okay. Before I wrap this up, Tara, is there anything you want to say or to close us out before I bring it all to an end?
I don't think so. Other than, thanks for being here with us, Liz.
Of course.
I know that when I get on Facebook now or Instagram and honestly, I'm not a consumer of social media anymore. I'm really a producer. So I don't aimlessly scroll on social media very often. It's very rarely that I do. And so, but when I'm getting on social media now, I'm like, oh, look at this. I'm sending Heather screenshots. I'm like, hey, look at our ad that just popped up. So it is exciting. And Heather, I know you kind of mentioned a little bit on the lead manager. Maybe talk just a little bit, and I know this is in the masterclass that you're going to direct people to, but maybe just for just a second, just kind of briefly talk about how going from Liz, who manages our ads, we get leads coming in, and how we can maybe share those leads with people in our downline.
Yeah, I love that. So first of all, yes, I want to thank Liz for coming. Liz, if you have to hop off, no big deal. We had some incredible speakers today sharing so much wisdom. Like if you haven't learned anything, go watch the replay, because I promise you something else will come up. But what we have for y'all today, anybody that has tuned in and registered for this event, we want to give you a free masterclass that really dives into all these dynamics. We have created a secret formula for this success in network marketing, leveraging all of the people that we talked about today in automated software, ads, social media content, our social media strategy that involves both paid advertising and organic. We have truly learned how to build a scalable and profitable network marketing business using all these secret features. And we want to share that with you today. So our rejection-free recruitment formula will be available in the links below, comments below. We'll drop that link so you can get that free masterclass. And we're really going to kind of break down all three of those elements and the 3 secrets that we use to unlock the 7-figure income in network marketing and how we utilize all that. But when it comes to our lead sharing, we really, really wanted to create a turnkey system, not only for you to grow your network marketing business after leads come in and to close them and onboard them, but we wanted to make sure that we were creating a way for us to help you with lead generation. And so we have mastered this really management system where we use paid advertisement and organic traffic to create this flow of leads that we now get to disperse into our organization. And this is a true partnership when it comes to helping everybody grow their business. And that's what you get with My Automatic Downline. I love the name of what we created, My Automatic Downline, because it's truly an automated system that helps bring in leads, close them, and grow your organization. We also really, really, really know the power of getting money into people's hands faster than ever. We love network marketing's comp plan, where we're building a long-term residual income, but we've created an affiliate program attached to this that creates more money, more sales on the front end of it, so you can create passive income and earn more faster. We want to create as many 6, 7, 8-figure earners as possible in this space. So I want to just make sure that you have access to the link below. Make sure you click that, get registered for our free masterclass, and we're going to dive in together and really, really, really see how your business can go to the next level. And we just want to thank you all for being a part of this summit. Can't wait to see you in the masterclass, and I'll let Tara or Bill, close it out if you'll have anything else.
Go ahead, Bill. Close us out, buddy.
Well, I'm not going to close it out. I'm just going to tell you how proud I am to be a part of what you two guys are doing. It's a privilege to learn from both of you. It's a privilege to watch what you do. And I'm excited about where things are going. I was talking to Deb the other day about somebody's going to have to peel me off the ceiling because of what's happening and the excitement level that's going on. And so I'm just excited to be with both you guys. Just an honor. Thank you.
Well, we are definitely honored to be in partnership with you. So that is a mutual thing for sure. So, all right, guys, we're going to let you get back to your day. So glad that you joined us and we finished just on time. So, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them right here in the comments section in the Facebook group. And be sure to check out that link. Go get registered for our masterclass. It's about an hour-long video. If you're like me and you want to speed it up, we do have the option on that video to speed it up just so you can get through it a little bit faster. I pretty much listen to all my audio in 1.5 to 2x speed because my mind's just too fast. So we invite you guys to check it out. If you have any questions, let us know. When you get on that website, there is a chat box. So if you want to ask questions directly, let's say you've watched that video or you've gone through the other pages in the funnel, then you still have questions, feel free to reach out in that chat bot because that will come directly to my phone, Bill's phone, and Heather's phone. That will be us. It's not AI. That is us manually answering your questions. So if you have any questions, let us know. Great having you here. Thanks again. Bye, everyone.
Okay, now then, did you just get fed or did you just get fed? Steak, potatoes, even got the dessert too, didn't you? Yeah, apple pie, yeah, lemon lime pie, all that good stuff. I know you're liking it. But here's the deal. Take what you've gotten from this whole entire program, take it and use it. If you don't take it and do something with it, it was worthless for you. We want you to take it, use it, become successful. We're excited about you being here. We're excited about the relationship we're developing. We want to make sure that you like us. Go check out our Instagram. We want to provide more value for you, and that's it. Follow us on Instagram. That'll help you a lot. Anyway, hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great week. Go build your business big. Take care. Bye now.